The truth about Russian active measures revealed. Ever wondered how Russia has influenced Western counterculture? The story spans 70 years, filled with covert operations and strategic maneuvers. From propaganda to cyber attacks, Russia's influence has shaped Western societies in surprising and often unsettling ways. In this video, we'll delve into the fascinating history of Russian active measures. These covert political operations aim to influence events and public opinion. Understanding this history is crucial for grasping the complex dynamics between Russia and the West. Active measures are covert operations designed to influence political events and societal views. These tactics include disinformation, propaganda, and subversion. By manipulating information and perceptions, Russia seeks to achieve its geopolitical goals without direct conflict. Our journey begins in the 1950s, a time when the Soviet Union started its efforts to sway Western opinions. Amidst the Cold War, the USSR saw the manipulation of Western culture as a key strategy in its ideological battle against the West. In the 1950s, the USSR used literature and film to spread pro-communist sentiment across Western societies. These propaganda campaigns aimed to undermine capitalist ideals and promote socialist values, subtly altering public perception and fostering a more favorable view of the Soviet Union. In the 1960s, Russian agents infiltrated civil rights movements in the United States, aiming to exacerbate existing societal tensions. Their goal was to undermine the American government by deepening divisions, promoting radical ideologies, and creating chaos within the societal fabric. During the Vietnam War era, the KGB actively supported anti-war protests in the West. By amplifying anti-government sentiment, they hoped to weaken American resolve, disrupt domestic stability, and portray the U.S. as an aggressive imperialist power. The 1970s saw an increase in Russian efforts to manipulate Western media. Disinformation campaigns were launched to spread false narratives, create confusion, and erode trust in democratic institutions. These operations aimed to undermine confidence in Western governments and their policies. In the 1980s, the KGB orchestrated Operation Infection, a disinformation campaign falsely linking the United States to the AIDS epidemic. This operation aimed to damage America's global reputation, sow distrust, and create fear by blaming the U.S. for the deadly disease. As the Cold War drew to a close, Russian tactics evolved, but their objectives remained the same. They continued to engage in covert operations designed to destabilize Western societies, adapting their methods to the changing geopolitical landscape and technological advancements. In the 1990s, Russia faced significant internal challenges as it transitioned from the Soviet Union to the Russian Federation. Despite these domestic issues, it continued to target the West, albeit with limited resources and a focus on rebuilding its intelligence capabilities. With the rise of the Internet, Russian strategies adapted to include cyber operations. This shift allowed for more covert and widespread influence, as online platforms provided new opportunities to disseminate propaganda and manipulate information across borders, reaching vast audiences. The 2000s marked the beginning of digital disinformation campaigns, where Russia utilized social media and online forums to spread misleading narratives. These efforts aimed to create division and confusion, undermining trust in democratic institutions and sowing discord among the Western populace. A significant example of Russian interference is the 2016 U.S. elections. Russian bots and trolls spread fake news and inflammatory content, aiming to influence voter behavior and create political polarization. This campaign highlighted the potency of digital disinformation in modern electoral processes. Today, Russia continues to exploit social media to shape public opinion and political outcomes. By leveraging sophisticated algorithms and targeting specific demographics, these operations are designed to subtly influence and manipulate societal perceptions, maintaining a persistent presence in the digital landscape. Russia's involvement in the Brexit referendum is a prime example of modern active measures. Through social media, Russian operatives spread misinformation, deepening divisions and influencing voters. This intervention sought to weaken the European Union and destabilize Western alliances. The impact of these active measures on Western politics is profound. By amplifying extremist views and spreading false narratives, Russia has successfully eroded trust in democratic institutions. This has led to increased polarization and a more fragmented political landscape across the West. Russian strategies often exploit the divide between counterculture and mainstream society. By targeting disillusioned groups, they fuel dissent and undermine social cohesion. This tactic creates an environment ripe for manipulation, as marginalized voices are pitted against established norms and institutions. These tactics have significantly altered public perception over the decades. A once skeptical audience now finds itself frequently questioning the authenticity of information. This erosion of trust in traditional media sources has made it easier for disinformation to spread unchecked. In response, Western governments have implemented measures to counteract these threats. Initiatives include strengthening cyber defenses, enhancing intelligence sharing, and promoting media literacy. These efforts aim to safeguard democratic processes and restore public confidence in the face of ongoing disinformation campaigns. The future of Russian active measures is likely to be shaped by advancements in technology and shifts in geopolitical landscapes. As artificial intelligence and deepfake technology evolve, the potential for more sophisticated disinformation campaigns grows, presenting new challenges for Western societies. Governments around the world are increasingly aware of the threats posed by Russian active measures and are investing in countermeasures. Enhanced cybersecurity protocols, public awareness campaigns, and international cooperation are critical components of these efforts to safeguard democratic institutions and public discourse. Public vigilance remains crucial in the battle against disinformation. By critically evaluating sources and questioning the authenticity of information, individuals can help mitigate the impact of these covert operations. Education and media literacy programs play a vital role in this ongoing effort. Stay informed and actively engage in discussions about information integrity and security. Together, we can build resilience against disinformation and protect the democratic values that underpin our societies. Like, subscribe, and share this video to help spread awareness and foster a well-informed community.